Greetings fellow humans, 'tis I, Local Cryptid. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing that thing I've been trying to do for weeks, which is a tier list of all of the games I'm really excited for that are coming to Game Pass over the next 12 months. We're doing it in no particular order. It's just going to be how hype am I about this game that's been announced at E3 2021. Let's start with 12 minutes. Now, this was a game that was announced in like 2019. It seems to be one of these time loop kind of games where you have like one core experience that repeats throughout and it changes every time depending on your actions, but I'm still not entirely sure where it sits mechanically. Like, what do you do in this game? It does have a great cast, including I think Willem Dafoe, so I'm moderately hype, but I'm not sure yet. I'm going to put it in a B, but I'm more than happy to adjust that based on what more comes out. Okay, so Among Us, I realize, actually, obviously not a new game, not a new announcement, but more new content coming to Game Pass. You know, I'm hype about it. I'm excited, but it's a known quantity by now. I really think we can skip getting too excited about it. The Anacrusis, I'm actually really quite excited for. This is going to be an A tier. It kind of looks like Left 4 Dead in space. It's set on like a space station or some form. You've got your 4 players. You've got your horde of aliens. Apparently it's got like the director system as well, where it will change things up depending on the difficulty, depending on how well you've been playing lately. And it's got like moderate RPG elements to it as well. So yeah, I'm calling this one an A. The other A in this collection is definitely Age of Empires 4, because it's one of these games of my childhood that's coming back. I'm taking absolutely no questions about this at this time. It lives here. That's it. Origami, I'm not sure about. I'm thinking of putting this one in the C right now. It looks kind of action and adventure-y. It's got a Dark Souls but with stealth kind of element to it, kind of like Sekiro Light but with the very similar kind of aesthetic to it. Again, I think this might have been one that had been properly announced last year, but I'm not sure. I really think I'm going to want to see more gameplay before I get particularly excited. It also just doesn't look like a game I would spend a lot of time in, let's be real. Also on that list really is The Ascent. It's like a top-down twin-stick shooter kind of deal. So those are fun. I don't play a lot of those. I really like this cyberpunk, almost post-apocalyptic vibe to it. The aesthetic's really cool. And I will probably sink a few hours into it when it comes to Game Pass later this year, but I'm not really quite sure yet. Atomic Heart, I think, is going to sit in B for now as well, because again, it's one that looks aesthetically interesting and it's got this weird sci-fi surrealist vibe to it, but I still don't entirely see a game, you know? I still don't really see what's the loop that I'm going to go through over and over again in this game. Is it going to be interesting? I don't know yet. Back 4 Blood's an A. Back 4 Blood is definitely an A. It's another Left 4 Dead game made by the people that made Left 4 Dead. The only thing that's different really is that they can't call it Left 4 Dead because Valve owns the copyright. What is there to not get excited about here? So yeah, I'm not too sure about the card system, but we'll see. You know, I don't know why it's there twice. Dark Alliance is a B because it's actually, like I meant to make this video weeks ago, but it's come out and is not reviewed well. So I'm not sure about it. I'm actually going to have to get some hands-on time with it soon and just to check it out, but it has not reviewed well so far. It's reviewed okay. I think it got like a 6 or 7 on IGN. So we'll give it some time. We'll see if it kind of patches out and then maybe we'll pick up a few hours of it later on down the line, later on in the year. Flight Sim, I'm swithering between a B and an A. And let me be honest with you, I'm thinking A. It's Flight Sim. Well, what more do you want in a game? It's the Forza of flight games, you know? Gorgeous scenery, excellent, like, simulator level control depth. I actually would really like to sink some hours into it once I get a little bit of time. Maybe do a little Flight Sim stream sometime. Having said that, I am now leaning towards B because in the same way that I'm going to make Forza a B, And I've said this so many times as of late, right? But Forza is the perfect driving game. Hands down, it really is. You can't really argue with that. But the thing about Forza is the only way you can really improve on it is by making it prettier. And I kind of think that's what we're getting to with Flight Simulator right now, where the only way to really improve it is just to improve on the graphic fidelity. And to a point, I don't know whether or not that really adds a lot of value to the game, for me at least. I think it will be a lot of fun if you're into that kind of game. I just don't know if I am. Hades is gonna be a C, and before everyone in the comments murders me, let's just be clear here. Hades has been out for a while now. I have not played it yet. I really want to play it. I really want to get into it because it looks amazing, and the story seems great. The whole game seems amazing, but it's been out a while. I'm not really gonna get too excited about it. The only reason that Among Us is a B, and honestly I'm starting to think it might be a C as well, is because it's... Actually no, you know what? Actually no, Among Us is a C as well. They're in the same place. Like, there are slight adjustments. It's been revamped a little bit for Series S and X, but it's the same game. There's new content for Among Us. So yeah, they're both in a C grade for me, I think. I will sink a lot of time into both of them, but at this juncture, it's hard to get excited for games that are a couple of years old. Hellblade is a solid A, and I don't think I need to explain why. It's a gorgeous game, and Senua's Sacrifice was a gorgeous game and had an interesting mechanic to it. I just think Ninja Theory are knocking it out of the park with these games right now. So yeah, it might turn into a B. I don't see it being an S because I don't see it being a game that I will come back to over and over and over again. So it's sitting in an A right now. It might become a B. That's all I'm saying. Hello Neighbor 2. Definite B. It's another one of these roguelite-y kind of games where it changes with every playthrough. I don't really know much else about the mechanics of it past that. That's it. That's all I got about Hello Neighbor 2. Sorry. Outer Worlds is a C, and the only reason it's not a D is because I've not played the first one yet. And again, it's one of these games where we've only seen the vaguest of trailers. So for me to like get excited about it seems a little bit, it's not going to happen yet. When we see more of the game, probably. It's an Obsidian RPG. I really don't know where they'll go wrong. They made Fallout New Vegas. I'm sure they can figure it out. But right now it's a C. In fact, no, it's a D for the very reasons I've just stated above. Starfield is a C because as delightful as it looks and as hyped as we are for it and as controversial as it's become, again, we haven't really seen any gameplay yet, you know? I just can't get excited about a game until we've seen how it plays. I know we've been told to expect Skyrim in space, but I'm still not sure yet. I'm still not sure what that means. In fact, I think it might be a D. We haven't seen enough yet. I just think it's coming in what, next November, and we haven't seen any gameplay footage yet. So probably next conference, I will be a lot more excited about it. But until then, I got nothing. Plague Tale Requiem, A. And for those of you who are watching this when it goes out on Monday, I will have started playing Plague Tale Innocence the day before. So the stream for that will be up. Check that out. It's an amazing looking game, and I'm really looking forward to checking it out. The sequel especially. Just want to see how they've developed that story, and I look forward to getting chomped on by some rats this Sunday. Tune in for that. Next up is Psychonauts, and Psychonauts is definitely a B. I will be honest in my appraisal that I did not play the first Psychonauts game. It looks amazing. It's a Tim Schafer game. You can't really go wrong. My reason for making it a B is just that I don't have the nostalgic value to it that other people will. When I get my hands on it, it will probably become an A or an S. But right now I'm just like, solid B. You know, it might be an A. I'm gonna think about it. Scorn, D. And again, it's just another game we haven't seen enough of for me to get excited about, to be totally honest. Scorn, it's another one of the, it looks like a sort of sci-fi survival horror malarkey. which will be fun, I'm sure, and I will probably play it and get scared shitless, as I always do. But until such time as I see more of a game, I just can't get excited about it yet. Redfall S. Now, I know I'm breaking all of my rules that I've just set out here in making Redfall an S, because we've literally seen no gameplay. But just for vibes alone, Redfall is an S tier game for me for this year. Absolutely. Will I elaborate on that? Absolutely not. This is my tier list, and I'll make whatever poor decisions I want to. Redfall is going to be an S tier game. Sable, A. Sable has some very Journey-esque vibes to it, but it looks much bigger. It's got like a cel-shaded art style, which is always really cool. Again, it seems more about exploration than about a handheld linear journey. So it will probably not be a game I play a lot of, but I'm keen to see how it looks and how it feels. So it will get some time for me when it does come out. Shredders is a C. I said this at the time. There's two big extreme sports games coming out this year. We've got Riders Republic and we've got Shredders. Shredders seems more like a Skate 2 or 3 snowboarding game, whereas Riders Republic seems more like SSX Tricky. They're extreme sports games. Like, they are not going to have the same appeal to me as actual extreme sports. It still looks great. The mechanics look great. It looks like they've really nailed how it should feel to play a snowboarding game. I just don't think it's going to be for me. That's it. That's all there is. I think it's a fine game. I think it'll be grand. That's just where I'm at. Yakuza, D. Great that the Yakuza series is all coming to Game Pass. I think it's all on Game Pass now. I just don't have any interest in it, to be totally honest. I just don't have, it just doesn't, it doesn't vibe with me, is what I'm trying to say. So I don't think I'll be playing it. Same with the Gunk. I mean, it might be cool. It might be a cool game, but I don't see gameplay yet. I don't see what I'm supposed to do in it, and that's what bothers me about a lot of these early world premieres, is that there's not enough to show for me to get interested, except for Redfall. What else do I have? Stalker is a C. I never played the original Stalker, so I don't have that same nostalgic touch to it. It's the same with Psychonauts, but I know that Psychonauts will be fun because it's a Tim Schafer game. What more do I want in life than more Tim Schafer content, you know? Stalker, I think it's just not going to have that for me. So I will probably play it at some point. But it's not going to be a day one game for me. It's not going to be sink 100 hours into this and hope for the best. It's really just going to be, I'll maybe check out the main story, see what's going on. Somerville is a C for me. Somerville looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. There seems to be a lot of really good sort of side-scrolly adventure games coming out this year, and having just finished like Little Nightmares and other games of its ilk, I'm curious to see what this game's all about. I will pick it up. I certainly will, and I'll report back. They're not normally a game I would spend a lot of time with. You never know. So for now, it's a C. It might be a B. I'm going to say it's a B. I did not know that would expand like that. That's good. Slime Rancher 2 is also, it's not a B. It's a C. I didn't know that we really needed a Slime Rancher sequel, but we have it, and it's going to happen now. And that's all that matters, is that is the thing we will experience together. It'll be fun. It will be fun. Slime Rancher was a fun game. Slime Rancher 2 will be a fun game. I don't know if I'll play it. That's it. I don't really have much else to say about it. Last, but certainly not least, Halo Infinite. I think I would have to give away all of my nerd credentials if I didn't put this in S. We've been waiting a long time. It looks amazing. The multiplayer looks amazing. The fact that they're making the multiplayer free to play, we'll probably talk later on about its season pass structure. They're turning away from the FOMO technique of other season pass style games and being like, oh, you didn't complete the season pass during the season it was relevant. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. You can just keep doing it. It's okay. That's fine. So really, I mean, we'll probably talk about that structure later on, but it's Halo. Why am I explaining myself? It's a Halo game. We're gonna enjoy it. We're gonna play a lot of it. There's potential that over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be getting together with some people to play all of the Halo games from the beginning via the Master Chief Collection, which there will be video evidence of, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, Halo Infinite, definitely S tier game. Looking at this list, I gotta be honest with you, I'm happy with it. I think there are a lot of games I'm really excited for. There are a lot of new games I'm really excited for. Age, Halo, Redfall, Anacrusis, especially, Back 4 Blood, Sable to an extent. Sable, actually no, I've changed my mind. Sable's going to be. Sable is not a game I'm going to play live. Let's put it that way. It's going to be something I'll play on my own time. So yeah, it's going to a B, but it's definitely a strong B. It's an upper B. So my S and A tier games are all games I'm probably going to sink a good bunch of time into. My B tier games are going to be ones that I'm going to give a chance to, except maybe Forza, which I'm just... Driving games just don't do it for me anymore, but it's an exciting driving game and it deserves its spot in B. Dark Alliance is in B because it has not reviewed its best, and it's already out anyway, so I could be playing it right now if I wanted to. My C tier games are either games that look nice, but I probably wouldn't play, like Origami and The Ascent, or they're older games that are coming out now that I'm just not that hyped about because they've been out for ages and they're only just coming to Game Pass, so there's new content or something, like Hades and Among Us. They're still great games, I'm not knocking them or anything, but they're not something I'm super excited for. And then my D-list games are either games that we just haven't seen enough of yet, like Starfield and Outer Worlds 2, or just things I don't see me giving a chance, like Yakuza or Scorn. That's it. That's my tier list. That's how I have responded to E3 this year, at least Microsoft's output. I'm really excited about video games. I think they're great. I think we're going to see some really good ones this year over the next 12 months. And I'm looking forward to sharing them with you. If you haven't got Game Pass yet, just get it. Just do it. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. It's cheap. It's cheap as chips right now. You get so much content, and you're going to get most of these games day one when they come out. So, and of course, everything, or most things are going to be optimized for Series S and X and for smart delivery. So, yeah, get on board. And it's worth getting it if you're a PC gamer as well, because you're going to get more or less the same titles. So yeah, that's it for me. If you enjoyed the video, a like would be super appreciated. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. I do make videos like this every week. And as always, thanks for hanging out.